Okay, the next topic is surveys, and we're just going to look at a couple of exam questions to get the idea about this topic. So here's an exam question. Louise wanted to find out the number of hours of television watched last Sunday. This is her question and response section. So the question she's asking is, how many hours of television did you watch last Sunday? And people have to respond by ticking a box: 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 6 to 8, or more than 8 hours. And what we have to do is write down 2 criticisms of the response section, so the bit where people are having to answer 2 things wrong with that. Well, the first thing, pause the film and think about it if you like before looking at the answer. Okay, here it comes. Doesn't include anything under 1 hour. So if somebody didn't watch any television or just watched 10 minutes, there isn't a box for them. Second criticism, well, again, pause the film, think about it. Okay, here comes the answer. Nothing from 3 to 4 hours. So if somebody watched 3.5 hours of television, there isn't a box for them. Okay, here's another question. Lewis wants to find out how many CDs children buy. This is his question and response section. Question: how many CDs do you buy? Response: tick one box, 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6. Then what we have to do is write down 1 criticism of the question and 1 criticism of the response section. So first of all, the question: how many CDs do you buy? What's wrong with that question? Well, pause the film, think about it. Okay, here comes the answer then. What's wrong with that question is that it doesn't specify a time period. So is it how many CDs do you buy a week, or a year, or in your life? It's not clear from the question, so people will have different ideas what it means. And now criticism of the response section. Well, very much like the last question we looked at. Doesn't include 0 or over 6 CDs. So if somebody bought no CDs or 7 CDs in whatever time period they decided it was, there isn't a box for them. Okay, part B of the same question. Win wants to know how much money children spend on CDs. He asks 2 groups of people. Group 1, the boys on his school bus, and Group 2, a large group of Year 11 boys and girls. That's age 16. Give a reason why each of these groups may give him a biased set of results. Now, biased, remember, means favouring one group of people or things over another. So, Group 1, the boys on his school bus. Think about what's wrong with that. Pause the film. Okay, here comes the answer. He will only get the opinions of a certain group of boys, and this won't represent children. There aren't any girls in that group, and he wants to know how much money children spend on CDs, not just boys. Okay, what's wrong with the second one? Think about it. Pause the film. Okay, here comes the answer. He will only get the opinions of a certain age group because they're all Year 11, so it doesn't represent children in general.